Hey, everybody. Welcome to a little midweek mayhem. Now, I gotta ask, what is it? Oh, Father says, Big Rated DC, we need a depends option in the poll. What does it depend on, Oh, Father? I thought it was pretty much a yes or no question. Either you do or you don't. But what does depends mean? Well, let's see. Oh, Father EDC, Jim Miller, both Gold Cardinal members in the chat. What's going on? Hello, hello. Let's see who else. David J. Tooley, member of the brigade. Welcome in. Bubba's EDC, member of the brigade. Tim B is here, of course. Henry G. What's happening? Good to see you. Make cutlery great again. Hello, Timbo Peters. Welcome in. Let's see. Joe Casbrick was here early. Greg Vanderlip as well. Oh, David said he can't stay, but well, that was nice of him to stop by and say hi. Of course, Davo from El Paso. He said, "Hey, everyone, it's my Saturday. I finally get a day off. Right on." James Alton, member of the brigade. Hello. Wheezy3, what's happening? Good to see you. Kickstarter is a very big platform for any other collectibles. I used to order on it very often, but don't mind using it at all. Right on. I know some people do, some people don't. I just thought it was well, obviously it kind of stems from today's video. Obviously, there was not a JB on EDC video today. Just because I did that one, the Kickstarter was supposed to start today. I don't know. It might have started yesterday, but Angry Tom, member of the brigade, hello. But that's kind of just what threw me into that. So. But yes, Davo from El Paso is here, and as always, his latest EDC article is pinned up there at the top, so please feel free to check that out. A little bit of RoseCraft blades in that one. As good as always. Jeremy Lawler, what's going on? David Williams, welcome in. Good to see you. Robert Feely, member of the brigade. Hello, hello. Good to see you. So, Deuces Wild, Gold Cardinal member, good morning to you. Angelo, hello, welcome in. But yeah, there was no JB on EDC today. I will tell you, though, that next Wednesday, and it's going to take, the time may change. I don't know. It all depends on what's going on at work. But next week, I would like to do a JB on EDC live. It won't be a video, and it won't be a midweek mail call next Wednesday. It's going to be a JB on EDC live because it's going to be a very, very hot topic, we'll say. It could be a very hot topic. Leaving in 30 minutes. Where you going, Jim? No, back to work probably. Yeah, it's going to be a pretty hot topic, but I kind of want like the instantaneous feedback on it for sure. David H, what's going on? Mario P, welcome in. Dwayne Letterman, hello, good to see you. Yeah, I was going to do it as a video, didn't get the notification, but glad I stumbled onto this. Well, I am too, Grom, Gold Cardinal member. Hello, hello. No, it's not about lanyards. It's not about lanyards. It's going to be about copies, clones, all that good thing. That's exactly what it's going to be about. Rory, what's up? Gold Cardinal member. Hello, hello. I will do a Kickstarter if it is someone small, like I want to support, but I don't do a Kickstarter for an established company. And that makes complete sense. Absolutely. That makes sense to me. So, like well, it's on a Kickstarter, but like the pre-sale, for Dylan Mallory Spectra. He's a small guy who I love, by the way. Just throw that out there. Rolf Robertson, member of the brigade. Hello. But yeah, I want to see him succeed, and I want to see him have success. So yeah, I will definitely do that Kickstarter. Got screwed on 3 EDC flashlights, never ever received them, never got a shipping notice, and Kickstarter was no help. Really? Okay, totally understand that for sure. Absolutely, 100%. Hashtag swipe right for Dylan for sure. So yeah, you know, in that kind of aspect, yes, I do. Now, I do know that some of the larger companies have done Kickstarters, which seems really odd to me. Not only that, but they do the Kickstarter, right? And for it to be fully funded, you know, it's like, you know how they set monetary levels, like, hey, for this to be funded, we need $5,000 or whatever like that. A lot of these bigger companies, they'll do a Kickstarter and it's like they'll set the level at like $1,000. Yeah, exactly. Artisan's done a couple, you know, or so many like that, and it's like, really, you know, I don't understand why they're doing them like that. I mean, whatever, you know, go for it. If it works, it works. I would do one with Dylan, but not say like artisan or yeah, yeah. It's just odd because they set their levels so low when they do them. It's just like, okay, you know, whatever, you do you. And they always, I mean, with a level that low, they always get funded. You know what I mean? So they're always, I don't know. I don't know. I just thought it was funny, but I just thought it was a quick poll question. You know, if it's a knife you really like, really want it, sure. Um, Throw it out there. Whatever. If not, then no. Kathleen Smith, member of the brigade, says, hello, I'm driving. Well, hello, Kathleen. Be safe out there. Yeah, they set it so low it will fund and they don't need actual funding to start. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird why they do that. For larger companies, Kickstarter is a hype machine. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. You know, I guess it's another, but then again, do those large companies like an Artisan or a Kaiser, like, do they really need a hype machine? I mean, they're well-established companies. So do they? Sure. It's a way to advertise. Got it. You know, whatever. But it's, yeah, a marketing ploy, something like that. Something like that. But, you know, whatever. Have fun with it. Do your thing. But LGEDC, what's going on? But yeah, guys, I want to do a live JB on EDC next week. Now, like I said, time 2 years. Nice, Jim Miller's got that gold cardinal. Congratulations and thank you, Jim, for all of your support. Now, yeah, it's probably time for me to go back and catch up. And I don't do it every month. I kind of give it, you know, 2 or 3 months so where I can catch a bunch of people at the same time and get them together. But Jim is on the list. He is a gold cardinal member now, and I greatly, greatly appreciate that, my friend. Thank you so much. Mario says, I have not participated in a Kickstarter on a knife, but have been intrigued by some of the NAS ones. Yeah, sure. You know, whether you do or whether you don't, it's not a big deal. It was just a question. You know, whatever you think. You know, I mean, if it's a good knife and I really, really want it, you know, say it's like a, well, I mean, not that they would, but a Finch would do a Kickstarter. I mean, come on, let's be real. But, you know, like, I don't know if it was like a Laconico knife, you know, that I really liked. Sure, probably. I mean, if Dylan did a Kickstarter, absolutely. You know, some of these guys that I'm good friends with and stuff, and I want to see him succeed, yeah, I'm going to support for sure. Working and lurking, no worries, ouchie. No, oh, I forgot my water. Oh, man. Well, excuse me, guys, if I get a little hoarse. I apologize. I forgot to bring my water up here. But, so yeah, just thought I'd throw that up there as a quick poll. It looks like yes is up right now. I see 80% for yes. So, okay. We'll check it here towards the end. But yeah, next week, JB on EDC. And like I said, time-wise, I don't know what time it's going to be. It might not be at the normal, you know, 10 Pacific. It all depends. I don't know if we're working 12-hour shifts. I really want to do it, so I might shift it to like 12:30. Hopefully that means a few of you might be closer to being off work, you know, or might not be able to jump on because of your lunch hour or whatever, but we'll work it out. I just really, really want to do it live. And that's about the only time I'll be able to do it live. So, Cemetery Gates, what's going on? Good to see you. Welcome in. Joe Kasperick, hello. Welcome, my friend. So yeah, just some stuff coming up. And speaking of stuff coming up, check this guy out. We saw this one. This, of course, is the RMX from Worksharp. Showed that on SKL Saturday night, but check this out. Oh, it's an auto now. And I must admit, I learned a lot. Well, the huge pivot, I mean, that's the mechanism, so it is what it is. I learned quite a bit. You know, I told you Saturday night I wasn't going to do it on camera. Watching Zach on Sunday, I learned quite a bit. The big thing, John the engineer, what's going on? I was supposed to do the swap on a live. No, I never said I was going to do the swap on a live. No way. No way, because I didn't know how it was going to be. And we all saw what happened to Zach, right? I mean, Zach does stuff like that all the time. And that one little oops can derail things like crazy. The biggest thing is it, you know, it tells you to keep things pinched together. Yeah, exactly. I mean, and that's exactly probably what would have happened to me, oh father. Credit to Zach for having the guts to do it. That's all I'm going to say. The biggest thing is, and what I think what was going on with him is when, you know, he had the tool on it and it's magnetic, and he was lining it up and setting it down, and then he was doing the turn. He did the 2 turns. Well, when he was pulling it out, right, because it says you're supposed to take the tool off, when you were pulling the tool out, it's still magnetic, so it was pulling it out. It doesn't lock in. The pivot, from what I did and what I learned, it doesn't lock in. If you twist it, it's loading the spring, but if you pull it back out, it's going to pull right back out. So you have to kind of pinch it. You have to pinch it, then pull the tool off, keep it pinched, and put the screw in. If you do it just like that, it's fine. So that was, and I'll be perfectly honest with you, doing it just, I mean, reading the instructions and, you know, taking what I learned from Zach, a Kelly member of the brigade. Because, well, they says they have a video on the, what, you know, it says there's a QR code and it says scan this for the how-to video. Yeah, the how-to video isn't up yet on the website. So anyway, so if you pinch it and pull the tool off and then put your screw in, it's fine. I did it. There will be a video coming out, believe it or not, because it was easy to do when you know what you're doing. It was easy to do when you watch somebody do it not so easy, you know. And I totally give Zach all the credit, 100%. He took on the challenge. And I mean, if you let that backside pivot go and it comes apart, then is when you're going to get into the issues, as we saw. So you just got to keep everything pinched. And guys, I suck at this. I really do. But if you do it just like that, it was super easy. And there, like I said, there will be a video coming out. Gareth, member of the brigade, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, my friend. So it is going to go on sale the 6th of June. They're doing a I mean, they've already showed it and stuff, but they're doing a release at Blade Show. Now it'll release at Blade Show. It'll also release on worksharptools.com at June 6th. So that's just kind of the thing. The really crazy thing about it is the magnesium alloy handle. It's all one chunk of El Pequeño. What's going on? I don't have a translate button, so I'm not sure what that says. That's your birthday. Nice. Very good, Mario. Cool. Guess that means I'll have to go this year. Right on. Poor Zach was getting frustrated. And exactly. And trust me, he handled it like a champ. He really did. He handled it with way more couth than I would have. That's why I said I wasn't going to do it live. And, you know, like I said, kudos to him. He maintained, and it was yeah, way better. Way better than the way I would have handled it. Right on, Greg. Well, happy early birthday, 5 days early. So, yes, but you know, it's one piece of magnesium alloy, and it makes it so light. Like I said, let's see, there will be a video dropping on Friday, just basically, you know, an overview and a look at the knife. And then I think the swap video is set for next month, next Monday. But the weight of this, 67 grams, or, oh, where's that? Wow. All right, let's try that again. 67 grams or 2.4 ounces. 2.4 ounces. So it is a very light knife. Now, the other thing is, you know, when he put his together, and it's the same as this one, we've got about the same amount of snappiness out of it, and you can hear it. Can you hear the spring loading in there? I don't know if you can or not, but with the size of the spring that you use, I mean, it's not gonna be very snappy. I mean, you're not gonna get that ProTech, Microtech snap out of it, because the spring, I mean, it's the size that it is that they could fit in there. So you've got, I mean, it's a decent little, yeah, exactly, David. It's not a ProTech spring, right? But it snaps out there pretty good. It's got a decent little thwack. Now, I did the full, I guess, 2 turns. It says 1 turn or 2 turns. I did 2 turns, I guess. And until it stopped, just like Zach was doing. And that's what you get. But it is, you know, a lot of people were, you know, when watching Zach, they were like, oh, no, it can't. Guys, it is much easier. You just got to, it doesn't go 3 turns. It stops. You go the 2 that it says to go, and it stops. It's not going any further. Brand new American, what's up? So I'm sitting there flipping that. Sorry if I'm driving anybody batty with it, but just wanted to show you that. And if you see a picture of it, like on Instagram or whatever, I mean, I put one up yesterday. If it shows this sort of like starlight pivot or gear pivot, whatever you want to call it, that means it's an auto. That means the auto conversion has been done. Just the plain pivot means that it's still a button lock. So that's how you can tell in pictures. That sort of geared pivot means the auto conversion has already been done. So, yep. Addicted to Knives. What's going on, Chad? Good to see you. What's happening? So, yeah. So, yeah, and you can set it for both, you know, if you're in an area, you know, if you're, you know, say you live in New York and you're a big time Work Sharp fan, okay, and you really want the Work Sharp knife, but like in Washington, you can't own a auto knife. Leave it set as a button lock. you still want to support your favorite company or whatever, leave it as a button lock, or you can not care and switch it to an auto. And I tell you what, guys, so I took this to work with me. This was my carry yesterday. It was with me yesterday. I can't really speak on the M390. This 3V, this thin slice of 3V. Wow. I mean, people were oohing and on because we were working with a lot of other, working with a lot of other entities. And dude, this thing is so slicey. So slicey. It was crazy. People were like, dang, let me see that. And they were picking up the pieces of rope and cutting it. Just it was funny. It was funny. So it is super sharp. It is super slicey. I mean, it's a work sharp knife, so it better be sharp. That's all I can say. If somebody gets one and it's not sharp, come on now. You think they would install the auto pivot and pack the regular? That's not. They can't do that, David, because the reason it ships as a button lock is because you're not even supposed to ship knives. A lot of retailers won't even ship autos to states like New York. They specifically say, we will not ship an auto to New York. If they ship it as a button lock, they can ship it to New York. What you do after the knife gets there, that's on you. I felt frustrated for Zach because he's usually being good. Yeah, exactly, Henry. Of course. Oh, dude, I felt for him 100%. Hey, Yinzer, what's going on? Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I told you that's why I was not going to do it live. That's not why I just wasn't, because I had no idea how it was going to go. And he was much more couth and maintained probably a lot better than I would have. Having, if that happened to me, I have no doubt about it. No doubt about it. So anyway, one other thing for all the channel members that happen to be in the chat right now, I haven't got this month's channel members only giveaway filmed yet. I know I say I try to drop it on the 15th, which is tomorrow. Talk about cutting it close. So my goal is to do it after this, to film it after this. If I film it now, I'll probably just get it posted on the community tab. That's where it usually goes. It posts in the community tab of the page. Hopefully you get notifications about those. But yeah, it's not filmed yet. I have if you're a channel, hang on, let me get, all right, there you go. Yes, it's going to be another multiple knife giveaway. I've got 5 of them right here that we're going to be giving away. Same as last time. If you guys want to rank them in the least or favorite to least favorite, whatever. That seemed to work out last time. I mean, if you don't want to, I'll just give you whatever comes up, what's left. You know what I mean? If it was me, I think the devil would have been blushing. Yeah, see, that's the thing, Joe. That's the thing, Joe. And I don't want to do that on screen. I mean, I just don't. And I get frustrated very easily when I'm doing stuff like that. I get frustrated very easily. And I wholeheartedly give Zach all the credit in the world for being as couth as he was. Doug Ritter tried to give us Washingtonians auto knives, but they try every year, dude. He tries every year. Knife Rice fights it every single year. So as you can tell, I said, and yes, it went to work with me in this configuration. As long as you're not being dumb with it, I don't really worry about it, to be perfectly honest with you. After this talk, I'm definitely going to have to go back and watch Zach's replay. David, he handled it well. And the only thing is he let go of that bottom pivot, and that bottom pivot fell out, which in turn released the tension on the button lock spring. And then that's kind of where he was having issues. That and pulling when you put the pivot in, you know, pulling the tool off without pinching it, because it does not lock in. It just sets in and you turn it to kind of preset the spring, I guess, a little bit to get it in the right position for it to be loaded. You got to pinch and then pull the tool off, because if you just go like that, you know, hold it like so, pull the tool off, the pivot's just going to come right out with it because it's magnetized. It's a magnet. So that's the way it is. CK, what's going on? Gold Cardinal member, hello, hello. So yes, I did learn from Zach, 100%. I learned what to do. So credit to him for teaching me, 100%. I wonder how many will come up for sale half built. Yeah, right. I don't know, Gareth. But I tell you, and trust me, I don't do teardown videos. I don't do all that stuff. But I will say, if you do it like I did it in my video that's coming up, I think I'm going to post it next Monday. It should be fine. I can't say it will be fine because I don't know, but it should be. And you can tell even in the video, I'm still a little, even, it's just the way it goes. And that's why I don't do stuff on video or on screen or whatever. Robert Willoughby, what's going on? So today is a midweek mayhem. It is a mail call. We do have a couple of things to look at, so let's do that. First off, ho, ho, yay. Yeah, buddy. We're going to look at this real quick. Woo-hoo. Nice. I am very, very happy. Oh, look at that. Look at color me surprised. Yeah, really? Never thought you'd see a finch on this channel. I know. Look at the burl wood. I think the key was absolutely, Henry. That is absolutely the key. Pinching the pivot. Pinch the pivot. I should not change my scales on my bug out for the first time. Why not? I mean, if you want to change them, change them. Yes, this is the burl wood. Trying to get it. There it is. That's the right spot. Beautiful. Let's see if we can get that on the front side as well. The camera's got to catch it just right. But oh my goodness. Oh, on a video? Yeah. That's up to you, man. That is up to you. There it is. That's the right spot. Beautiful, beautiful burl wood. This, of course, is the Widowmaker. You got that nice Warncliffe blade. Back. Oh, and you'll see again, I know that's a downer for some of you, but again, we have a model that does not have the shield. I know, I'm pretty sure Jim is a shield guy. I mean, I like the shield. It sets them apart a little bit. Obviously, there's a reason they have kind of gone away from it from the time being. Hey, help with gadgets, Neil McKenzie. What's going on, guys? So, no shield on any of them. Now, if you remember, let's do this here real quick. We'll give you something to look at if you want to. There is the Finch link to the Widowmaker, because you can see not only the 4 that are going out to dealers, but you can also see the 3 that are their site exclusive. And it says right on there's going to be 10 or less than 10, I think it says 10 or less of the 3 Finch site exclusives available. So they're pretty well, welcome, Jack. First time here. Excellent. Thank you for joining in. Hope you enjoy what you see, but yes. So again, I mean, it's a smaller knife. I mean, that's Finch. It's a smaller knife. it is sort of a sway back. So we've got that sway back going on. We got some speed holes in the clip there. And let's see what the overall, we'll just see what the overall length is. It is, oh yeah, it's a short one. It's about 6 5/8. 6 5/8 overall. Blades coming in at right, I mean, maybe just shy of 3 inches. And then your cutting edge is going to be about 2 3/4. Yes, they've got the Nightcrawler saw. They've got the Nightcrawler saw cut bone. You have, so the 4, obviously, if you're looking at it with me, you've got the 4 dealer models, which are Arctic Storm carbon fiber, Hornet resin, bubblegum resin, or those are the 3. I'm sorry, those are the 3 site exclusives: Arctic Storm carbon fiber, Hornet resin, and bubblegum resin, all with a combo satin stonewashed finish. The regular 4, or the 4 dealer knives, are the Arctic Storm with a blackwash blade, the Midnight Honey Copper carbon fiber with a blackwash blade, Burrowwood with a satin stonewash, and Nightcrawler saw cut bone. And that looks like that's going to have the satin stonewashed as well. So, and what do I mean by satin and stonewashed? That's probably not going to come through very well. But the flats are stonewashed, and then the grind is satin. So that's what it means. How are you doing, Mr. Big Show? Hey, what's up, Blade Walker? Good to see you. Welcome in. Hope everything is going well for you. And thank you so much for being a member of the brigade. So, but it's a nice little knife. I mean, yeah, I'm a Finch guy, so there you go. But it is a full 4-finger knife for me. And I actually have a little bit left over. What is the... It can't be a whole lot. It is about 3 1/4. Grip length, handle length behind the flipper is about 3 1/4. Oh, Neil, got to get back to work. 9 days off, starts soon. Right on, Neil. Well, man, I hope you enjoy. I hope you enjoy. Jim Cox, what's going on? Rise Up 144, washers or bearings? Oh, bearings all the way. Blanket. Casey, Gold Cardinal member, a Knives Fest, says, Blanket, hello, lurking, work is rough today. Right on. Very cool. But yeah, oh, it's on bearings. Absolutely, it's on bearings. So, that is the Widowmaker. We'll probably see that again a couple of times prior to the release, which is next, not this Friday, but next Friday, the 23rd. And it looks like, I don't know about the site exclusive models, but it looks like all the dealer models are coming in at $149, which is pretty much standard for their, pretty much standard pricing for them. So that's where it's coming in at. So there's that. Right on. We got that. Now, just like Casey, I don't know what Artisan is doing. But they sent me the Revel for review. They sent me 3 Revels to review. I'm not sure why they sent 3. But, so, you know what? We'll just take a look at all 3 of them real quick. But, let's see. We'll start with this one. We will start with this one. So, yeah, I mean, whatever. I didn't need 3 to review, but hey, you know what? That just means I get to give more knives away. Maybe that's why they sent them. I don't know. They know I give knives away like it's going out of style, so maybe that could be it. But let's see, we'll start with this one. Now, it's funny. They call this one mint green. I call it like sky blue, but they call this one mint green. Today is your Monday. Right on, man. So, Scott and the Gold Cardinal member, what's up? Good to see you. Made it for daytime. Right on. So this is the mint green Rebel. Of course, it is a Ray Laconico design. It is hole deploy or button deploy if you wish. I do not button deploy unless I really just can't. Unless I just can't reverse flick, but I can on this one. Very smooth. But yeah, it's definitely light blue. It is not, it's not green, but they call it mint green. So, okay, it's mint green. Like the design. I mean, you guys know I'm a Ray guy. Love Ray. Oh, looks like we got some oil on it. These just came in yesterday. Yeah, I got these yesterday. Might have to carry one today for the heck of it. But nice design. Like I said, I guess I don't know if I'll show all three in a video. I guess, maybe. I know. See, that's what they've started doing. I mean, they've started sending out, CGRBs usually sent out 2 of their new models, and now Artisan sent out 3 of these. So, man, we'll just keep giving them away. But, so that's the mint green, light blue, sky blue, baby blue, whatever you want to call it. Officially mint green. Officially mint green. Tiffany blue, sure, that works. I'm not a color spectrum, color wheel guy. Knife Train Chris, what's going on? Robin's Egg blue, sure, sounds good. Works for me. That works. Let's see, what do we got here? And we'll check them all out. We'll just take a look at them all. What is this one? What is this one? This one is black. Well, I think black is black, right? Well, black could be navy blue, and some really dark navy blues have been called black, but sure looks black. It looks black. 100% it looks black. So again, black could be charcoal. Yeah, there you go. Again, flips pretty easily. Not bad. Now, the difference I was interested in is the first one we looked at was not a coated blade, and there was no button stick at all. This one feels like it might have a tiny bit of button stick, and I'm guessing that's related to the coating on the blade. Made it home. Right on, Kathleen. But again, it reverse flicks fairly easily. I mean, it's the same one I just showed you, only it's actually the color that they say it is. It's black on black, all blacked out version. I do like the looks of that. Very nice. But like I said, there is a tiny bit of button stick on this one. Yeah. Yep. Tiny bit of button stick on this one. Not, and if it happens if you give it that good thwack. Yeah. If you, let's see. If you just use the button and flip it open, no. No, there's no stick if you just use the button and flip it open. But if you get a good flick, it does have some stick. Kathleen Smith, I need to go pick up my winnings for big. Yeah, go get that. Go get that, Jim. Get that box. There's a couple of little extras in there. You know, just some extra goodies. You know, I've started doing that. There'll be a little surprise in your box. I mean, it's nothing huge. Let's be honest. It's nothing huge. It's just a little something else. You know, something I can throw in there. A little extra. I mean, guys, I mean, great problem to have. But I need to pass some of this stuff along. 100%. Carrying that one today. Right on. So, okay. I don't think so. I don't think so, Jim. Not to my knowledge, anyway. I mean, what gets in there? I don't know. What's up, Dane? What's up, Christopher Wheeling, member of the brigade? Hello. And we got Brown. Brown is the other one. We might see Jim Cox skipping like a schoolboy. Sure sounds like it. Wait a minute. There we go. Got it. What's up, Jeff? Good to see you. Welcome in, my friend. We have Brown with a coated blade. RPM 9. They're all RPM 9. And I'm pretty sure, and I think KC mentioned that on a live or something. It's kind of interesting because this seems more like a CGRB type situation. FRN handle, you know, RPM 9. That seems more CGRB-ish than artisan. Maybe it has, I don't know, but I'm guessing it has to do with the fact that the Revel, the premium Revel, came out first as an artisan knife, right? I've got the MagnaCut. I've got a MagnaCut version in my box down here. So maybe it's licensed under the artisan name. So if they wanted to do a budget version, they had to do it under the artisan name. Maybe it has something to do with that. I don't know. But this seems more like a, you know, CJRB style just because of materials. Any suggestions for something similar to a Victorinox Classic SD that doesn't have a blade for air travel? Oh, goodness. Yes, there is a little one that doesn't have a blade. I think it just has a, does it? Oh, it might have a blade in a file. Oh, doggone it. Yeah, I thought there was one. But honestly, to remember the name of it, I'm not. The Jet Setter. Is that the one, Mimo? Is that the Jet Setter? It's only got like two blades on it. One of them's a file and one of them is something else. I think so. Yeah, there you go. That's Kathleen says it too. It's small file, but it doesn't, I'm pretty sure it doesn't have a blade on it. So yeah, check out the Jet Setter. But say, okay. So now we have the brown with the coated blade. Flicks well. Oh, now that one's got some button stick. Holy cow. Listen to that. Oh, did you hear that? This one's definitely has, oh yeah. This one's definitely got some button stick to it. Gotta be the coating on the blade. That click came across. It's pretty prominent. It's a pretty heavy click. It might come across from all the way back here. If you give it that good thwack, it is going to stick. Now, let's see if I just, oh, it still did it there too. It's gotta be, oh, that time it didn't. There, I got a good whack. That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. Well, is it locked? Okay, it's locked. It's locked, just checking. No button stick like that, but if you give it a good, that wasn't even a good one. And it had a little bit. Kazoo Dan, what's up? Oh, golly, that was a good one. Yeah, that's got to be the coating on the blade. I'm thinking that's what it's, that is what it's related to. Because the uncoated blade had 0 stick. The black one with the coated blade, tiny bit. This one, ooh. Yeah, this one's got some decent stick to it. So I'm guessing it's related to the coating. Now you could go in and clean that up a little bit. If you're that type of person. Like I said, we've kind of already discussed what happens to me when I try to do stuff like that. But yeah, it might have to be cleaned up a little bit. Brown Sugar, what's up? Roxxon Companion with all the tools that can be removed, including the knife blade. I've been carrying mine for 6 months and love it. Okay. There you go. Yeah, if you have something that you can remove the blade on. The jet setter includes scissors, magnetic Phillips screwdriver, and a bottle opener. Okay, that's what it was, a scissors. Oh, that's a good one. If it's got the scissors, yeah, go with that one. Now, will they take it away for the scissors? I don't know. I usually just, anyway. My Sencut Crowley did that at first, but went away after a break-in period, and it very well could. You know, you get it wore down. Absolutely, it very well could. What you can also do is put a drop of KPL or something in there. And a lot of times, sometimes with knives with button stick, it'll actually help it quite a bit. So, yeah. Yeah, and it probably's got a burr or something on there. Absolutely. Absolutely. Something you can look at for sure. Blade Walker says, leaving for the doctor. Have a fantastic day. All right, my friend, you have a wonderful day. I hope all goes well at your doctor's appointment. Trust me, there has been plenty of those for me recently. So yes, we've got 3 rebels to look at. Okay, we'll do it. We'll get them out there, and then we'll probably give them all away at some point. So yeah, so here's a crazy thing, guys. In all of everything that was going on, you know, in those couple of weeks, son was in the hospital for a little while, doing all this stuff for our other son and his wife for the baby shower and stuff. In all of that, me going to the doctor and having a few MRIs done, I found out that my right knee, I have a torn meniscus. I have no idea. I have a torn meniscus in my right knee, and both knees have not large, but big enough cysts in them. So I have a cyst behind each knee, which is causing a decent amount of pain. So yeah, lots of fun. Lots of fun. So with everything else going on, yeah, found that stuff out too. So who knows? We'll see how that all transpires. But it is what it is. Getting old ain't for the weak. It's just the way it is. So, well, I think that was pretty much everything I had to show you guys. It beats the alternative, though. Getting old beats the alternative. I'd much rather get older. I'd much rather keep getting older. So, yeah, right on, David. So yeah, stuff just gets old and it gets weak and stuff happens. But anyway, so let's see. Just as a reminder for those of you that were not here in the beginning, like I said, we will have a video coming out on this later this week. I believe it is Friday. The kind of the overview, just kind of showing it off video, and then Monday I will show you the swap video, the pivot swap, and it went pretty good. That's why you're gonna see it. That's all I can say. The pivot swap went well. That's why you're gonna see it. Also, as I mentioned, next Wednesday, I didn't do it. Like I said, I didn't do the JB on EDC today, just because they had the Kickstarter. Oh, speaking of the Kickstarter, the Zenknife Kickstarter, today's video, they actually put my video on the Kickstarter page. Let's see if I can find that. I thought that was pretty cool. I don't know as if I've ever had that happen before. But yeah, that was pretty cool. My video is up on the Kickstarter page. So I'm like, right on. So let's see here. Let me find the link for it. There is the video. I'll throw the Kickstarter link up there. But if you scroll down a bit, you will see my video up there. I thought that was pretty cool. So my video is on the Kickstarter page. I think mine and I think LTK has theirs up there. So, oh, I have arthritis in both knees as well. Oh yeah, that's been figured out. But yeah, that was pretty neat. But anyway, so the JB on EDC video did not go up today. Next week, instead of a midweek mail call, I want to do a JB on EDC live. And I want to do it live because I want the conversation to happen, and I want it to be that immediate, like this. I want it to be an immediate conversation. I don't necessarily want to respond to comments about it because I want us to have a conversation. But again, of course, there's been some stuff about, you know, clones, copies, all that stuff. You're definitely going to get my 2 cents worth. 100%. I've had a couple requests on it recently about copies and all that other stuff. So yeah, you're definitely going to get my 2 cents. And I want to have a conversation with you guys for sure, because I've got some questions, because there's certain things I just don't understand about the whole situation. So we'll talk about it. We'll have a good conversation. Trust me, it's not meant to make anybody mad. It's my, like I said, it's why is it this way and not this way type of thing. So I just want your guys' feedback on why that is. So all Tempest knives are clones, I've been told. Well, see, and that's where whoever told you that, okay, you want my honest 2 cents worth? Whoever told you that is an idiot. Because they all say Tempest knives on them. They don't say something else. So there you go. I don't know how else to say it. You know, yeah. Anyway, we'll save that for next week. And I mean, it might make some people unhappy. I don't know. I honestly don't know. If it does, it's not meant to. It's not an attack on anyone. It's me trying to figure out where the knife community is coming from. Basically, that's what it's going to be. That's probably what it's going to be. So, but all right, guys, I am going to get off here. I need to get a channel members only video done and get it posted for all the channel members. So keep channel members, keep your eyes open. It'll either come tonight, later today. I might just get it done and post it, and so it's done and out there for you guys. Oh, the SMKW affiliation knife for this month, that video is coming as well. I think that one will be out on Saturday. So, and I hope I see you guys, hopefully, depending on work. I plan on doing SKL Saturday night. So hopefully we'll see you then, guys. But have a great rest of your week. Have an awesome rest of your Wednesday hump day. And I will see you hopefully Saturday night, guys. Have a wonderful week, guys. Bye-bye.